let's take a look at that. So this is going to be first lap, hot lap. Make sure you get off the pit access road quick, or else you're not going to have enough speed to make this a lap 1 qual. You can always make this a lap 2 though if you just kind of go a little slow on the first lap. So nothing to this, just run the wall full throttle, and then about halfway through start angling yourself down. Don't get caught being right next to the wall about this part, because you're gonna have to turn your wheel a ton to stay off the wall at that point. And you want to get your wheel as straight as early as possible. So you see, I tried to straighten out my wheel early. That was what that snap was for. And now I'm carrying as much speed as possible to the line. Now we're gonna enter turn 1. So I'm gonna set up wide here. I'm gonna aim right at this blue line. No trail brake on this entry. I'm gonna lift to about 50%. 50% lift down to the bottom, hold that 50%. Once I get to the bottom, I start raising it bit by bit, making sure that I'm not sliding off the line. And then I don't want to be sliding off the line until about the Charlotte 2 here. So if you're sliding off the line before the Charlotte 2, you're probably gonna hit the wall. So that's just what you're looking for when you're down on the white line. And then I let the car come up and just try to straighten out the wheel as early as possible. That gets you just little extra bits of speed if you're not bogging your car down more than you need to. Turn 3 and 4 really similar, except instead of getting off to half, I'm going to get off to about 1/3. This trail brake was nothing. Don't worry about that brake input there. That literally did nothing. So bound to 1/4, even 1/3. I could not get success with getting this all the way down to the white line early. I really thought that it would work better if I just got low early, but this ends up being like a late apex of sorts. I think it's because of the shape of the track. I could not carry the speed that I wanted to apexing early, and so I'm just holding and trying to get to full throttle as early as possible. And again, you don't want to slide up too early, or else you're just going to smash to the wall. And once I get there, I want to straighten out the wheel as early as possible. Not the craziest hot lap. It will take some practice. Just remember, you want to make that wide entry, get your car pointed down early though, and then ride that half throttle until you get to the bottom. 3 and 4, you'll have to do that little extra pump out of the gas to about 1/4. And then you get to the bottom. And then drive up the track like so. All right. And that's how you do a hot lap. Now let's go take a look at the long run. All right, let's talk about long run now. So, I don't really know. I gotta get this video out to help you guys with qualifying before the race. This is the first ARCA race with the new oval refresh. And I've only done Xfinity races, really. So what is this race going to be like? This is a couple of things that I think can happen. First off, this car, this setup is a lot faster than we're used to at this Charlotte track. Something about this setup, it's a lot more hooked up in the corners. It's going to be a lot more tighter, so this is probably going to be a right front burner. So when we're looking at a potential right front burner, what we want to do is just get to the bottom early, give up a little bit of lap time. I'm probably going to need to be using some trail brake. So I was missing my trail brake there. And we'll see, especially for turn 3 because the corner is tighter. Just a little bit of trail brake on the bottom, and we just ride that bottom all the way and then let the car drive up the hill and exit. It's going to be laps like that are going to save your tires, and then I think as the race goes on, if the new oval refresh has taught me anything, is that this is probably going to open up into a multi-groove race where there's going to be a defined best line still, but it'll be changing most likely. I think this bottom should be good for about 15 to 20 laps, and then I assume the middle is going to be the next line to be good. And with these tight setups, I think that the top has a chance to be good, particularly in 1 and 2. See, even here, you'll see I get a run off the corner. The top is going to be good at some points. Maybe earlier, if the car stays on a tight setup here, this line should be good for the end of the wrist. But the problem is it'll probably hurt your tires more than the bottom. So I think you're going to be wanting to use the bottom to save and the top to attack and defend. How the new tire model works, in my opinion, you can get away with running the top quite a bit, especially when the bottom is heating up, the groove is heating up. So I don't know. It's going to be a learning experience for us all. Every line works. Feel free to move around, but just remember the fundamentals that I always talk about. Let your car do the least amount of work as possible, and that's how you're going to have tires for the end of the road. This bottom line should be that way, because the top really you are asking a lot from your car. It really depends though. Because even the middle line works. If I run this middle line, it's still alright. The top looked to be a little better there. But pretty much everything works. Whatever is you're asking the least amount out of your car is the line that you should be doing. Let's check the tires real quick with that few run lap that I did. I have a feeling it's going to be a right front burner. Yeah, oh, a little bit on the right rear. That's surprising to me. That's good then. If I'm able to kind of abuse it like that and have it on the right rear, that might mean that this setup might end up on the right rear. The looser the setup gets, the more hot the right rear gets, the worse the top will get. So keep that in mind. All right, thank you all for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you all on the track.